Sweet Revenge, one name, two bars, the tricky waters of trademarking.
It caused me a lot of stress, but I stay positive and I know ultimately everything is going to work out all right.
This is News on Main, your connection to small business. The press has been eating up a hip New York City cupcake, beer, and wine bar called Sweet Revenge, especially since its owner came up with that name after being laid off by corporate America.
I said then that I would get my sweet revenge on my job.
Marlo Scott planned a Sweet Revenge lifestyle brand, starting with her bar and later to include apparel, books, even perfume. Shortly after opening the doors to Sweet Revenge, she discovered another bar in Brooklyn using the same name.
It's very shocking when you build a brand and you find out it's being leveraged elsewhere, when it's been your baby, your lifeblood, and your life savings.
Luckily, Marlo trademarked the name Sweet Revenge. Business expert Barbara Finley-Skank says your trademark is your protection.
It says that a word or a service, if it's a service mark, is something that you have proprietary rights to, and nobody else can use that.
Christine Deegan and Courtney White named their Brooklyn bar Sweet Revenge with similar motivation as Marlo.
We had both worked for some really awful people. We knew that we wanted to work on our own and work for ourselves, and we felt like that was a perfect send-off. Sweet Revenge.
Barbara says falling in love with a name before doing a thorough search is actually quite common. She advises checking with multiple search engines as well as state offices.
You have to take the name you think you love and be willing to step back and look into it.
Marlo was able to work things out with Christine and Courtney, who changed their bar's name to One Last Shag.
We just decided, okay, as three females that are working so hard in this city to make a buck, let's figure out a way to do this without involving all these attorneys and all of these other extraneous
Fees.
Right.
Along with spending considerable time and money battling other trademark infringements on her cupcake, beer, and wine bar, Marlo realized she should have filed trademarks in the beginning for the rest of her Sweet Revenge lifestyle brand.
It's a hard lesson to learn, but you know, this is the way in small business where we make mistakes. It's a school hard knocks and move on. We hope not to repeat them.
Recently, Marlo was able to buy out the apparel trademark application from another business and is hoping to secure other categories. Chances are it's not the last we'll hear from her. That's your News on Main, your connection to small business. Thanks for watching.